They basically told me off the record that they're going to continue to make me look bad as long as I keep exposing what they're doing. They're going to continue to make me seem gay, continue editing my videos, my pictures, and poisoning me in real life, and doing things to the best of the ability to make me seem like them. They're gay nerds that do juju, which is known as witchcraft. Okay, and it's the occult, right? What do the occultists do? They sabotage people for their governing class and try to bring other races down to their level in terms of the image culture to make people seem depraved like them, and in the process they become depraved like them, except for me because I'm standing so firm. We'll get to that later. So what is their culture? It's depraved, it's debauched, right? Debauchery, it's decadent, it's raunchy, it's sleazy, it's slutty, it's grimy, it's greasy, it's unrestrained, it's slimy, okay? It's dirty, okay? It's gamey, right? Called playing the game, right? Hypergamy, gamey, right? It's slutty, raunchy, right? It's very, very wrong. The Penthouse magazine effect. They try to pretend that if they get money like Kim Kardashian or something, that it's okay. Or if they dress like a good girl, you can tell that by their lack of willpower in the way they look, their lack of moral will. Not will to be a corporate slut or to be an actress, but moral will. Okay. They're morally bankrupt, but this term doesn't hit hard enough because they're hygiene scum. They think health and wealth is all that matters, and projecting the illusion of decency or something. They're health freaks in a sense. They're shallow. Okay. And we look at the grand wizard, the grand dragon of the clan, right? Witchcraft, switchcraft, masonry, the craft. Okay, this is they're crafty. They're trying to snake you, confusing you. The devil's the great deceiver. The beta and the businessmen are some of the main forms of the scum. Beast is beta scrambled, as I pointed out many times. So you either accept the boundaries of the Royal African Falcon heterosexual transcendent hero top martial artist system, right? Top martial artist order that ends with me on earth and continues in heaven, or you accept the boundaries of Babylon, Babylon's world system, this kind of globalism, which includes the left-right paradigm. Conservatives are very much Babylon system. Liberals are very much Babylon system. Libertarians control conspiracy theorists, etc. All right. These people always also love the, the effect of, it's like if the slaves were freed yesterday, they'd be like, hey, we freed the slaves. What's the big deal? And try to downplay all their ill-gotten gains, to downplay the invalidity, or whatever the word is, the illegitimacy of their churches. Okay. So the argument then becomes justice and righteousness versus so-called redemption on the time of the calculated thieves whose own language and wordplay and Bible testifies against them. In the Bible, in John, I believe John 16, it says, the prince of this world now stands condemned. People don't really believe. They're wrong about sin. They're wrong about truth. They're wrong about righteousness. They don't see Jesus because he's only with the martial art draw, right? He returns to the Father. Only the righteous person, me, the blameless one, can draw the Spirit in. Okay. There's sort of a cult magic card kind of, Harry Potter interpretation of the Bible where they coerce people behind the scenes and they say, I see it too, and act like a bitch, versus the persecuted top martial arts king of kings all throughout history. People telling the truth are persecuted. They're killed. Martin Luther King's killed. Okay, to them, George Washington and Prince Harry and all these people are the bloodline of Jesus to them. Okay. And that Martin Luther King and people like me who get screened out, persecuted, and harassed by the system are, just illegitimate to them. They're just there. They're just cannon fodder. They're fucking retarded. All right. They're foolish, contemptible, worldly, conformists. They're shallow. Right now, we look at the word final. The fine L. Right, L meaning Lord. Not just L can mean Lord for the true King, or for God. It can mean L, the despicable Canaanite deity. Final. Fine alpha lay, A-L, right? Fine lay. And final, fine L. But L, the word liar, is raw L backwards. There you go. So we look at the willpower effect, okay? The willpower. So what is going on here? So when someone like me faces them and it stands firm and says, no, I'm not going to budge, even though they're trying to make me look like a Luciferian homosexual or something, I'm still not going to budge. I'm going to tell them the difference between a Nigerian brain surgeon's son who's standing firm and some fucking namby-pamby, Michael B. Jordan or any other kind of token minority ninny. Because I'm going up, right? They're doing bitch-ass shit like, they cause me. When I go like this, whatever, unless I point it out myself, there's no hidden code. That's some bitch ass fucking shit I despise. That's some namby-pamby, Crowley, Lovecraft garbage. Okay, so it's those who have the willpower to face adversity and they sense God and they appreciate God versus the gay guy versus the worldly people. They use psychology. I'm the last person that serves God, that observes God. Observant, servant. Obi meaning King Heart, Hut, Temple, Essence, etc. Proverbs 16, 10 through 12. Okay, I'm the only person doing the right thing. 1 Samuel 17. How would all the world know that there's a God in Israel? Through martial arts. When he struck down Goliath, right? When the Spirit struck him down, the world would know. Anyone with sense would know. All eyes would see. All ears would hear. They who have an eye, who have an ear, to see, to hear. Okay. So these other people, they have a spectrum of sensing. They're all absorbing evil. They're in rebellion. If they sense God, they would sense it and they would guide them to me, or they sense me, or etc. And the other way to look at it is over generations of not sensing it, they've separated themselves from the royal line and they're lost. Okay? If it is their destiny to return, like it was their destiny to be born, they will. Otherwise, they'll be sealed in hell. Okay? And the bunch of LGBT occultists, white supremacists, white skin supremacists, whites, Jews, the governing class races especially, and people from different races, okay, are playing a stupid kind of Ouija board, magic card, Scrabble, game of life, kind of board game, board, D, BOA, road, BOA, DR, drive, doctor the evidence type of bitch shit, okay, versus the masculine Nigerian top martial artist, mind, body, soul, and spirit, who's smarter than the other black people, more masculine. They're all playing the game. I'm not. I'm masculine, true masculine, manning up. Okay, the slugger says there's a lion in the street. He says, want to get hurt. The person manning up says, I got to do God's work. I follow the line of Judah. I don't hide tail tuck from the lion in the city square. Proverbs 22, Proverbs 26. Okay, Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee though no one pursues. A bunch of nobodies in the bigger picture pursue them, so they flee. Okay, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. So we know by my argument, my specific and exact argument, that I'm telling the truth. Okay, we know about how people respond to it like a bunch of bitches. What are the odds that the New World Order or any specific culture that's allowed wants you to see me as ideal? Okay, open and shut. There's no way they could benefit. There's no ulterior motive. Who's going to benefit from this? Okay, obviously I'm telling the truth. And people are acting like straight bitches like you'd expect them to. Look at the left-right paradigm. Look at the history of lynching. The Klan used to be Democrats and the Republicans and so on and so forth. These are all kind of sniveling, team up with the fucking townsfolk and fucking act goofy, act evil, act sad, act whatever goon kind of way the cowards who side with Satan act, why they lynch the hero. This is the evolution of that because they are motherfucking the children of bitch. God is a warrior. The devil is a beta, craftsman, nerd, fake warrior, bodybuilder, fucking performance-enhancing drugs taking pussy.